for the queen, racism is a good thing. I don't want a woke queen. We already have a woke queen. Her name is Lizzo. We don't need another woke queen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the HAIYAA podcast. Tour is starting next week for me. Super exciting. Back on the road, not bringing Matt along. I'm just touring by myself. Not because I don't like you, but because at this stage, I can't afford a tour manager yet. So I'm doing all the grunt work by myself. It's a UK leg of the tour, so not that much traveling. I come back home every night. But man, not having a tour manager, man.
Are you doing it all yourself?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I have to do a sound check by myself.
No, you're not.
And I go to these venues sometimes. I have a Spotify playlist ready to go for house music because I've learned from past mistakes. Sometimes some theaters, in small towns in Britain, you go there and all they have is the Beatles. And it's like, who wants to listen to Hey Jude before a comedy show? Strawberry Fields Forever, really? Before a comedy show? There was one time I went to this theater and then I had a Spotify playlist ready to go, right? And they would say, oh, we don't have Spotify. I was like, okay. Have you heard of this thing called downloading? It's free. It's on the App Store. They know what Spotify is. So I assume you know how downloading works, And then they're like, sorry, we don't have Wi-Fi in this theater.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, I'm sorry, are we in 2021 or 1821? Why do you not have Wi-Fi? And then I was like, okay, so how do you play music here then? And they say, usually people bring in a flash drive. What, of MP3s? What is this? Is this a LimeWire era? I don't have LimeWire anymore. Where do you even download Mr. Brightside.mp3? Where do you get MP3s now? So that's why not having a tour manager sucks. You have to deal with all this shit. Yes, tour starts next week, so there's going to be all this frustration. I'm still very grateful when people show up, and people have been showing up. We do meet and greet, so if you're coming to see the tour that's starting next week, we'd love to see you there. And if you haven't bought tickets yet, and you live anywhere in the world, it's a world tour, so we have extra shows coming up in LA, San Francisco, adding an extra show in New York. Australia's coming up soon. They just lifted the restrictions, so I will be there this year. I would love to see you there. Let's talk after the show. And everybody has been tagging me this week in that New York Times Singapore Chicken Curry video, and I feel I have to react to it, and let's do it on the podcast.
So set up, what is this we're looking at now? Because I haven't heard about this. We were talking earlier about different stories, and we're both like, we know nothing about each other.
Yeah.
We have completely different feeds that we're looking at.
We are in completely different bubbles. Yeah. The algorithms trying to drive us apart.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you're on this show. You're like the whitest person I know. Seriously, and I don't say that lightly. And I'm probably by far the most Asian person you know. Yeah,
I think so.
Maybe the only Asian person you know. I win by default.
No, it sounds bad to say there's a couple, but but you're not the only Asian person I know.
That's good.
I know.
That's good. How many more do you know?
Who I'm speaking to. I think. Two other people.
Two, okay. So are you saying you know more Asian people you don't speak to? Like, you can't count the people who work in Chinatown, the people who are trafficked. Well, I went to this dim sum place one time and the woman served me. Does that count? Is that number 3? Is my circle of friends expanding because I went to a Chinese restaurant? But I'm honored to be the most Asian person you know. And I think it's good to have this cultural exchange,
Oh, I love it. I love it. Genuinely. I went home last week after the podcast and said to Gemma, did you know Lunar New Year is 2 weeks? I thought it was one night. So we were both like, this is amazing. I'm so happy I'm doing this podcast with you.
Yeah.
I learned so much. You
thanks,
don't learn a lot
man.
from me, but I learn a lot from you.
I learned some stuff from you. I learned some stuff. I just can't think of anything. No, you are the voice. You keep me grounded in British society because I live by myself. I have British friends, but I have a lot of Malaysian friends and Asian friends. So we are in that bubble as well. And sometimes I don't feel super connected to British society, you know? My Twitter feed is just people fucking up Asian food because that's the life I curated for myself. So when you talked about British news stories today, I was like, oh shit, did that happen? I didn't even know. So I know the Queen has her thing today.
Yeah.
The Platinum Jubilee or something.
Yeah.
You know, and then there are fireworks in Green Park. Do you think the Queen's watching the fireworks? Do you think the Queen's peering out from the curtains? I
hope she is, yeah.
Because she probably has a lot of fireworks set off for her. She's probably sick of it. It's like, oh, God. Honey, they're in the yard again, you know? You know who will get cancelled if she did a podcast? The Queen will get cancelled if she ever did a podcast.
Oh, my God. I don't want to see her do a podcast.
Yeah, the Queen... Elizabeth, don't do a podcast ever. Because that's an hour. You have to talk for an hour. Like, there is no... And also, old people, definitely racist. They're not racist. Not on purpose.
You can't say the Queen's racist.
I mean, I guarantee you she's had problematic thoughts. Let's put it that way. I guarantee you the Queen has had, oh, Asian guys, oh, small dick. You know, that kind of thought probably popped through her head every now and then. Elizabeth is not this saint, okay? She is so sheltered. She probably has 0 Asian friends. Also, to run a country that used to have an empire, you need to be a little bit racist. Come on. Otherwise, if you're not a little bit, you're going to start burning books and burning your ancestors' belongings. You can't do that if you're the Queen. It's your country's, it's important shit from the country. If the Queen is woke, she'd be burning down the British Museum. It's all full of stolen shit. So the Queen needs to be a little bit racist to keep this country going. For the Queen, racism is a good thing. It keeps the tradition and the culture alive. I don't want a woke Queen.
Are you saying the Queen is gatekeeping like England and its heritage, essentially?
Yeah, she needs to be a little bit right-wing. We already have a woke Queen. Her name is Lizzo. We don't need another woke Queen. Let's be honest here. Prince Andrew, probably not the first pedophile in that family. Okay.
This is where I just check out.
What?
Oh, God.
What's the likelihood of him being the first pedophile? They're all powerful people. They're all probably been on the island, Epstein's island.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
But congratulations, Queen. Enjoy the fireworks. And I'm just saying, I understand if you have certain more antiquated conservative thoughts. I understand. It's partially your age and partially you're in a bubble. The Queen's not reading Jezebel.
Well, she must be lonely now because obviously Prince Philip passed away.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Year, so,
and maybe she's an incel now. You know when people get lonely, they go on Reddit r/redpill. So maybe maybe the Queen's an incel now.
She's a flat earther as well.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? We need to get the Queen to do someone's podcast. Like, let's get the Queen on Joe Rogan. Let's get the Queen. Wouldn't that be funny? Dude, if there's one person who's going to interview the Queen, it has to be Joe Rogan. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, that is true.
And it's 3 hours, no edits.
And it fits with it being right-wing. She'll be at home. Oh, I'm not saying she's right-wing, by the way. That's you saying that.
I'm saying Joe Rogan allows all viewpoints, left or right. He's had Bernie Sanders on, you know?
Yeah, true.
And, I'll come out and say I'm a fan of that podcast. You get to hear, fringe beliefs. That's why he got into a lot of trouble with Robert Malone and some of the vaccine skeptics, because science is about consensus, you know? So the thing is, if you highlight one dissenting voice, it's important to know, but then it creates this illusion that, half the scientists disagree because Joe has had one pro-vaccine guy and one anti-vaccine guy, therefore 50% of scientists think the vaccines don't work. So people don't know how the scientific process works, and then they have this misconstrued idea in their head. But I'm saying the Queen should get on there. What do you think the Queen's take is on the vaccine? Oh, don't take it. Don't take it. That's how Prince Philip died.
Oh, don't.
Is there blasphemy laws in this country? Is there sedition laws?
No, 100% is, yeah.
Really?
100%. I know you're not allowed to deface, like the pound notes we have, like £10 note and things like that. If you deface, if you're seen doing it, that's treason.
Oh, I don't do that.
Well, I'm glad.
I just record on a podcast that goes out to the public to say the queen has to be racist to maintain this country.
Oh, God.
Yeah, she's gonna burn her father's and clothing and stuff. Okay, anyways, please don't sue me, queen, but please do Joe Rogan. All right, let's talk about food. Let's talk about something I know a little bit about. All right, Singapore curry clip. We've gone on a big tangent. We've gone on a big tangent.
I'm going to be making a recipe for Singaporean chicken curry. We're going to start off by marinating our chicken. Put 1.5 teaspoons ground pepper and salt to the chicken. We're going to get 2 tablespoons of lime juice. Mix well. Cover it and let it marinate in the refrigerator for 40 minutes. Now we're going to
She barely got anything on the chicken.
We're going to turn the heat back down to medium-low, and then we're going to add in the onions. Fry that for about 5 minutes. And then add in the garlic and ginger. We're going to fry this for about 5 minutes until the onions get soft. Now we're going to add in the spices. Add in the chicken and coat it with the aromatics. Take the chicken broth and pour it in. Now that the curry is done, we're just going to add in the coconut milk. And there we have it, chicken curry.
Okay.
What? I was waiting for it to keep going and like turn into something.
What do you think the mistake is? The biggest mistake?
It just looked like chicken sitting in its own stew. It didn't look
Exactly. She didn't use curry powder. How do you make a curry without curry powder? There's chicken and chicken broth.
Yeah,
That's
literally.
I know, it is disgusting. But it's too short of a video for me to make a full Uncle Roger video, but holy shit.
What's her background? Like, has she got like an authority on the subject?
I think, from what I gathered, she's following a recipe from a renowned chef, and the recipe's legit. I think she just fucked it up on New York Times, just told her to present it in this fucked up way. There's no curry powder, the chicken's not marinated well. It's just all sorts of fuck, and the comments are so...
I'm
the
not
comments are
surprised.
savage. The comments are like, oh, this is like air longkang, which is... You know, in
like
Asia, we have an
puddle,
open-faced ditch, open
okay.
ditches,
Yeah.
what do you call it? Waterways, wastewater,
Yeah, I know what you
know?
mean. I know what you mean.
that kind of thing. It's like wastewater. It looks like wastewater.
Sewage.
Sewage, perfect, yes. It looks like sewage, and it does look like sewage. You know, put a thing on the screen here, but look at the like brown water, the chicken sitting in it. Yeah,
It didn't look very appetizing.
it's not.
Is that how it's meant to be served as well? Just like the whole chicken just sat there like that? But is it normally in like an actual curry sauce?
Yes, a curry sauce is like a little bit orangey, a little yellowy.
Okay.
You know, you know what curry sauce
yeah, of
is
course.
supposed to look like. It's not
Yep.
supposed to look like sewage water. You know, and that's very, very depressing. I hope she's probably under fire a lot. Let's see. Let's see if we can find a tag.
That's the sad part of it, the human element to these stories.
Isn't that the fun part? Bullying is kind of the fun part sometimes when it comes to the internet, you know?
I just imagine her like getting home and like if she's got a partner, oh, how did it go today? It's like, oh, I fucked up this recipe. Well, at least many people won't see it. And then now it's like
Nope.
everywhere.
Well, it's on the New York Times, so everybody's gonna see it. But also, she's making Singaporean chicken curry, so maybe that's what Singaporean chicken curry is supposed to be like. You know, it's always a shit version of the Malaysian stuff. Oh dear, the New York Times tagged her in it. Poor Clarissa. Hey, Clarissa, ride out the storm, Clarissa. We've all been there, and it's not your fault. It's New York Times recipe that they asked you to present. It's like the Harsha Patel thing all over again. You know, my first Uncle Roger video. Whereas I reviewed the BBC Food egg fried rice thing, right?
Oh, I've seen
and
it. I love that.
It's not Harsha's recipe. It's BBC Food's recipe.
That is such a funny video.
I know. Thank you. It's a video that made me who I am. You know, video that made me famous. Yeah.
And now you've got 5 million subs.
Yeah, very exciting. Thank you so much to all the nieces and nephews who subscribed to it. And green curry video coming this Sunday.
How did you celebrate 5 million subs? We all want to know. What did you do?
I went clubbing, which is a terrible idea. I'm too old for clubbing now. And this is another thing that will blow your mind. I went to this club called TSQ. It's an all-Asian club. Not because we turn away white people, although I think that's what we should do. But because you just have the people who go there happen to be all Asian.
That's
and a
amazing.
couple like yellow fever type guys. So perfect for Matt. You know?
Brilliant. Great.
Yeah. You have that look about you. If,
What, the yellow
midlife
fever
crisis, mid-40s, go to Thailand, find a Thai bride, you know.
I have a look
Yeah,
mid-40s.
you look like Mr. 90 Day Fiancé, you know? Like, you should be on that program. That's a good roast line. Like, who is this 90 Day Fiancé looking motherfucker, you know?
So
No,
do the
I
people
kid,
at
I
this
kid.
club, are they also Asian? Or is it...
Yeah, everybody who runs it, a lot of them are Thai.
Really?
Yeah, it's Thai Square. It's below a Thai restaurant.
Oh, wow.
The Thai
that's
restaurant
cool.
not great, but the club is decent. The music could be better. Is it for an Asian club? I expect them to play more like K-pop stuff,
Yeah.
but they were playing shit we know. And I'm
What do
the
you mean?
oldest guy
What
at
do
the
you
club.
mean you know? Oh, it's in, like-
Shaggy.
Oh.
It wasn't me, you know. They're playing that
The
shit.
old boomer music.
Yeah. Play boomer music, millennial music. It's too old. The young people are there like, what
Yeah.
the fuck is this? They played one Blackpink song and the whole crowd just went nuts because that's their age group. As a DJ, don't you want to just kill and like do well and have the crowd cheer? So just play some Blackpink instead of like Black Eyed Peas. It's the wrong black you're using. I'm too old for that shit now, man. I went with a few friends and we got a table. So we got table
It's
service.
fancy.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got fancy. I got a
nice.
discount because they know who I am.
Oh.
So, and then we just got like bottles of Moët sent to the table and then they come out with sparklers.
Oh, really?
And then there
You were
was-
those guys.
Yeah. Okay, 3 bottles of Moët. So 3 wait staff came out, each holding a bottle with the sparklers, right?
Cool.
But there's like 1 woman and 2 guys. Like, listen, I don't want to see guys holding bottles of champagne with sparklers. That's a woman job, isn't it? Am I wrong here? Like, guys in... And
Wait, why is that? You need to clarify. Why is that a woman's job as opposed to a man's job?
well, okay, it depends. The club I go to I think it's a very hetero club, right?
Okay.
So you go there because when women come out with sparklers, it's more of a show. They dress up, they're wearing something like skimpy and fun, you know? And then the guys there, like they're just like waiters in the ill-fitting shirts, just coming up. Okay, if it's a guy and then like they're a bit flamboyant or whatever, put on a show. You just got, it's 130 pounds a bottle.
Yeah,
Put on
yeah.
a show. Okay, I revised my statement.
Yeah,
it's
so
not
that's
a
what-
woman thing.
Okay.
I'm thinking it's more like I need for you to put on a show.
Yep.
Don't just show up with your dour face and then just, hey, sparklers.
Yeah, you want it to be theatrical.
Yeah.
I get that. Okay.
Yeah, and then there was 1 woman there. I think they were like understaffed or something because it's Lunar New Year and nobody could, everybody's off work. If you bought a 120-pound bottle of Moët and 3 of them, yeah, you want a show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
of
male,
course.
female, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. You just want
Preferably
to think, like,
female, preferably female. Sparklers or the guys, it's just not a good look.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a guy hold sparklers and then you go, oh, that's a very attractive outfit. That's a very attractive guy holding sparklers. Can you even look hot as a guy if you have sparklers on you?
You can look cool if you're like they're handheld, you know, doing a little show like
Yeah,
that.
they didn't do that. I wish they did.
What do they
but
just
they didn't
walk
do
over
that.
like this?
Yeah, they're just walking with the bottle of champagne as if there weren't sparklers on it.
Oh,
You know?
yeah, that's disappointing.
Yeah, I think the sparkler just has a very feminine vibe sometimes, okay? And I'm not saying this
I like
because...
how you've gendered sparklers.
Yeah! Think about the times you see sparklers. And think about the person attached to the sparklers. It's always a female. Society has conditioned me into thinking to gender sparklers. It's not my fault. I'm not trying to change society here. You know, that's for the annoying people on Twitter. I'm just reporting society. And every time you see sparklers, you expect a woman to be holding it or a child.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
A grown-ass man with sparklers.
So would you have been happy if like some kids came out with them?
Yeah, I love children. Of course. Yeah.
Okay, so that rather than like guys who are just not smiling, not excited, you'd rather like little kids just come out holding a bottle of champagne.
Yeah,
like, barely being able to hold it.
I'd
sort of
rather
thing.
skimpily dressed women or children. Children need to be dressed appropriately. No skimpily dressed children, please. No combining that. Nigel, we ran out of skimpily dressed women. So how would you feel if you had some skimpily dressed Thai kids, you know? These are the Thai kids. These were the Thai football team that got stuck in the cave. Now they work at TSQ holding sparklers for you. No. Children
so
need to be
bad.
dressed appropriately, okay? If they want to come out with the sparklers. I don't think children will be allowed in that kind of environment.
Yes, that's
All
a
right.
good point. Yeah, 18
Yes.
plus.
Yes.
I'm glad we clarified that.
And you thought me gendering sparklers was going to be the most offensive part of this podcast. Nope. And I was also the oldest person there. You know,
Oh,
I
man,
think
but how old are you? 30?
I'm 30, but that club attracts a lot of like 22-year-olds, you know, freshly out of uni or last year of uni. And they go there and it's, I don't know, it's weird. I feel very weird. I think that's my future now, though, you know?
Oh,
I'm going to be the Asian Leonardo DiCaprio and just date between 22 to 25 because they're very easily impressed. They haven't seen the world. You know, they have no life experience, so they just sit there and shut up. You know? Sometimes it's not. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes I like a powerful woman, an independent woman with her own shit going on. And sometimes you need a dumb 22-year-old. Let's put it this way. There's a reason guys always date younger because women just get a lot harder to impress when they get older. So, as you should, because as you get older, you tend to become more successful. So all the power to you. But guys, we have fragile egos, you know?
Yeah, we're all little men.
We're all small men. So forgive me if I date a 20-year-old and if you see me in the future and I'm with a 20-year-old, right? I see that in my future. You know, after my third failed marriage, I'm like, okay, it's just 20-year-olds from here on out until I die. It's just 20.
Oh my God.
And they have so much free time. When women approach their late 20s, 30s, the career is taken off. I think that's when both women and men.
Yeah.
At your late 20s, early 30s, that's when your career is really starting to hit a stride. They're not going to have time to go on holiday with you. You know, but a 22-year-old, I'm like, just call in sick from work and come to Greece with me for a week. Okay? I'll pay for the hotel. You're going to lie on the beach and take Instagram photos or some shit. They're like, oh my God, yeah. But a woman with a career, I've dated a few, and it's like impossible to find time to do shit together. And it's like, well, it's not gonna work.
That's sad.
I know. So what's the solution here? What's the solution? And then sometimes you have the pressure. I do want kids, but also obviously the time pressure is harder on women than it is for men.
Yep.
So what's the solution here? I think the solution is to date age appropriately, but then to have an affair with a hot au pair. I think that's a solution. Just kidding. Don't clip this up and send it to the Sun or the Daily Mail. Comedian is pro affairs with au pairs, you know?
That's got a good ring to it, though, to be fair.
Affairs with au pairs.
Yeah.
If you know, the au pair just sounds sexy. You know, you can't just hire an au pair and expect the husband to not fuck them.
Oh my God.
I think they need to expect that. Like, if you want, as the wife in the relationship, or in a relationship, just don't be an idiot. Hire a male au pair. Or don't even call them au pair. Call them childminders or babysitters. Like, of course, guys are dumb. You think with our dicks, you know? And the reason you get an au pair is because I think both parents are successful with their careers. So if the wife's not home and the husband's home, well, good luck, right? I'm gonna victim blame the woman if the guy has an affair with the au pair. I'm gonna victim blame. I'm gonna be like, well, I'm not saying he's not wrong. He's wrong, but you're also an idiot, Sarah. You know, how could you not see this happening? If you hire a hot au pair, your husband doesn't sleep with them, I would lose more respect for the guy. Like, what happened to your libido, bro? Come on. Sometimes when things are presented to you on a plate, you know, and the plate is hot, you fuck the plate. So shouldn't the woman take the blame a little bit if she's okay with hiring a hot au pair? As in, like, why are you so naive, right? A little bit. We need our street smarts. If we flip the roles,
yeah,
right?
You would say, well,
hire a hot guy au pair.
Yeah, I wouldn't be very happy with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just hire a middle-aged babysitter. Problem solved. Or be Asian and get your mom to take care of the kid, because, you know, in Asian culture, our people, they love grandkids. They love it. So I'm saying, in Asian culture, it's not really, we don't really have hot au pairs because our parents love their grandchildren. You know, again, that's why our culture is superior. White people, man, your parents don't give a shit.
I will say,
Just kick you out.
I found it really interesting that in Asia, I always generalize. I hate it, so I'm sorry. I hate doing it.
That is fine.
But you guys, when your parents get older, like you look after them. I think that's really nice. Like
Yeah,
whereas
we
like,
try.
over here we have a big like care home sort of culture going on.
Yeah, it's a bit sad.
And
isn't it?
apparently in Thailand, like you have all these care homes, but they're all like Westerners who stay there. If you know what I
Really?
mean? Yeah, yeah. And because Thai people generally like they'll look after their parents.
So in Thailand, go to a care home, it's all white people.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I might be wrong, but I was doing a lot of research on it just randomly, and yeah. So there you go.
Why were you researching Thai care homes? What made you do that Google search?
It's not exciting. I was writing something. I was writing a script.
A script
Yeah,
that's set in Thailand,
yeah.
and you're saying you don't have yellow fever. Of all the Asian countries, I think there's something fishy going on here with Matt. You know, I think there's something fishy. Gemma, keep an eye on him. I hear Gemma is a fan of the pod now.
She is.
Your
Yeah.
wife, Gemma.
She is. Yeah, she really enjoys it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you think she'll enjoy my sparklers are for people with tits part? That's another thing. After ever seen that Katy Perry video where she has sparklers on the tits?
Yeah, I
that's what
remember
I think. That's what got my mind to thinking. Put on a show. Can you slide it down on your tit or something? You know, it's kind of the images in my head now. So yeah, sorry, Gemma. I'm glad. Hope you still listen to the pod after this episode.
As long as you're saying this shit, it's not me. It's all fine. I can sit here and like just be like, no, not involved in this. I just edit it. It's fine.
Okay, fine. So, but that's what I did to celebrate 5 million. I think secretly I also like going to TSQ because everybody recognizes me there and I get a lot of free shots.
Do you?
Yeah, everybody
That's
knows
fun.
Uncle Roger and I'm a popular guy. I use that to my advantage, you know. I feel like a woman when I go to these bars. It's like, oh shit, this is what hot women feel like all the time. People just want to talk to you, want to buy you drinks.
Do people get you to do, like some of the catchphrases and things from Uncle Roger?
Sometimes they do, yeah.
Do you like that, or does it annoy you?
At a club, it's fine. It's all it's all loud, but if it's in public, if I'm in a bookshop and you're like, sorry, sir, I really like your videos. Can you say HAIYAA to me? Because my friend's birthday is coming up. Can you do a shout out?
Like, for you.
Yeah.
In like a quiet library.
Yeah, I'm in public. I'm in a library. Let's not do that.
I have every week we seem to have a Chinatown story. I have one for you.
Oh, here we go. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
It happened ages ago, but we went out with my friends, and one of them's Asian, and basically, it
He's
makes
so
sense.
proud of it. He's so proud of it.
But we went to like a load of restaurant. Well, we went to this restaurant, right? And there was a really big queue, and it was like everyone was white on the outside.
Okay.
And my friend Carmen was like, I'll go and sort us out. And I was like, what do you mean? We're in a queue. I was like, no, don't worry. I'll go and speak to the staff. And she went and spoke to them in Cantonese. They come out like laughing and joking together. We got a table straight away. Just walked past all the other people. And I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, wow. And we got such good service as well. And I was like, we need to go out all the time when we're in Chinatown.
Yeah, because she can speak Cantonese. That's something we do.
Well, what are you saying? Like, can you get me in instead of these pricks? Like, how does that work?
Yeah. Can you get me in? Hey, man. You see how our skin are the same color?
Yeah, but like, if that was shoes on the other foot, how bad would that be?
What do you mean?
Do you know what I
She's
mean?
on the other foot.
Well, like, if you're, say, go to like a white place, and then you
Yeah, you can't do that if you're a white place. That's very bad
I was like,
optics.
hey, look at me.
yeah.
Yeah, come through.
Whites only. You have separate water fountains or other races. Yeah, that is an Asian privilege. You can't do that shit if you're white, man.
No, but I loved it.
Can you imagine going to a fish and chip place and then there's a queue of black people outside? And then Matt shows up. Welcome, sir.
So bad.
Yeah, it's very bad optics.
Yeah.
I know. That's why you can't really have that white camaraderie anymore. But I think if you went to like Thailand, all Asian, and then there's a white restaurant or like an Irish pub or something, maybe that you could, if you're Irish, maybe they'll let you in straight away. Maybe you should open a restaurant that's it's called Whites First.
Oh my god.
And that's the whole concept. If you're white, you jump the queue.
Oh my god.
Why not? It's just a thing. It's like it's a restaurant is private property. right? And the management reserves the right to refuse entry or delay entry to people, you know?
It's true. It was not because when we were going in, like the other white guys, like they said to come, my friend, they were like, "Oh, for God's sake!" Like it was all like really cute and fun. Whereas if the shoe was on the other foot, you would not be doing that. It would be so bad.
Yeah. But that would be funny. Can you start the restaurant, please? Whites eat right, you know?
Oh.
But just open that restaurant. That's, you know what I mean. Just open the restaurant. I'll be in full support of that. You know, I'm happy to queue. That's a good Chinatown story. I'm very proud of us for doing that. I'm proud of our people for doing that. You know, you should do that. Maybe you need to learn Cantonese. Maybe that's a solution.
I would love to, yeah.
Yeah,
genuinely.
Try it, just to get the brownie points. Man, if a white guy spoke Cantonese, we love that shit, man. Okay, let's read a listener review for the podcast. So what we do here is on Apple Podcasts, you get to leave a rating. So please leave 5 stars. It helps us grow. And you get to leave a review as well. It's you can be as long as short as you want. Sometimes when people leave a whole paragraph and I read all of them, you know, because I really appreciate people taking time to leave a feedback on the podcast. It's good. So Matt has picked a review. Let's see what you have for us.
Also, just wherever you are, you can do the review because just because I'm in the UK, I'm not getting the UK ones. We're checking all around the world, aren't we?
Yeah, we're checking all around the world. We have a lot of reviews now on the US ones. And if you're listening from Malaysia, go leave a Malaysian one, okay? We check all the Apple Podcast stores.
But so this is from Apple Podcasts Australia, and it's Jim Boven. Honest and laugh out loud funny. I am not a podcast person. Have tried it in the past, but it never stuck. I am a fan of Uncle Roger, and I thought I would give it a try. All I can say is, Nigel, I am hooked. Aside from being ridiculously funny, I love the meandering style and connection of random thoughts that really reflect how most of us think and communicate. This is such a bright spot in my week, so thanks, and I look forward to the next week. HAIYAA.
Thank you very much. What's his name again?
Jim,
thank you. Get tickets to Melbourne, Jim. I'll see you in Australia. Meandering, huh? Do I meander? I do. I go off on tangents sometimes, right? Like the Queen shit.
Yeah.
I'm always referencing the Queen shit because I don't want Matt to cut it out. I want him to leave it in.
Yeah, we always start somewhere innocent and nice, and it ends up with, the Queen being racist.
Didn't Meghan Markle have to leave the country because the Queen was too racist to her? She was an Oprah, right?
You're genuinely going to get, like, assassanated saying this stuff.
All right. But Oprah said this shit. Okay, the problem, the difference is Oprah has private security. I have a front door. That's it.
And I'm not going to give my life for you. I'm not jumping in front of that
Matt
bullet.
lives in Clapham. MI5. Matt lives in Clapham. And it takes a Northern Line every Monday, 4 p.m. we record here. So good luck. But thank you very much for the kind words. I appreciate it. See, these are kind of nice things. I say awful shit on the pod, but people say nice things. I say awful shit on the pod so you don't have to. We all think these thoughts. And if you have a spokesperson like me who doesn't have a job I can be fired from, I will voice out your inappropriate thoughts for you. Right? Don't you always want a restaurant where whites are served first?
For God's sake.
Not in the racist way, in the cutesy way. Right? Like how the Asian restaurant is a cutesy way, right? Asian, come on in. Let's skip the queue. Don't do it just say whites come first, but in a cutesy way.
Absolutely not.
Hey, man, come on in, white guy. Sorry, guys. Whites come first here, We only serve egg whites. Only white bread. Hey. Racism can be cute sometimes. You just have to package it in a cute way. Do you know what I mean? No? Okay, fine. But thank you very much for the review. And listeners, go leave a review of your own and I'll read it. We'll pick one and read it out next week. Valentine's Day is coming up next week. So are you celebrating with Gemma?
Yeah, we are.
What are you getting her flowers?
Yes.
Yes?
No?
Why not?
I'm getting a present. Well, I can't say because this goes out before Valentine's Day, so it would ruin it.
Add flowers to it. I want flowers. Nobody's giving me flowers. I have given so many women flowers.
Are you going to do a date or anything on Valentine's Day?
No. I have a haircut. I have a date in my hairdresser. He's a guy. He's very good. I love receiving flowers. It's a nice gesture.
That's very cute.
Yeah. So this is again, receiving flowers is a very gendered thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a very it's like sparklers. Flowers and sparklers are very gendered. I don't make the rules, guys. I report the rules. But I love receiving flowers. You know, I have a lot of dried flowers around the house. But getting some fresh ones would be nice. I have the vase ready to go. I want some flowers. But it's really weird to ask for flowers from your fuck buddies. You know what I mean? It's a little much. It's a little much. Call them up. You up? Question mark. You got flowers? Eggplant emoji, you know? And then when I send the water droplet emoji, it means I'm watering them, you know? It's not anything else. Get her flowers, she'll appreciate it. Does Gemma hate flowers or something?
No, she likes them.
Yeah, get her some.
Great.
Gotta treat your wife right. Treat her right, otherwise they leave. Trust me, I know. Flowers would have saved my marriage, I think. Some flowers would have saved my marriage. But I was too broke at the time. I was trying to make this comedy thing work. And I was too busy, you know? You don't want to be like going through your third divorce, having a Thai wife, a Thai bride who can't even understand you. And you're sleeping next to them after you're lying next to them after you come, and you're like,
oh, fucking hell.
If only I bought the flowers. If only I bought those tulips. One day I'm going to be like 45, and then the girl next to me is going to be 20. And I'll be like, oh, if only I bought her flowers. Then this woman would be age appropriate, you know? That wouldn't be a woman who talks about having to submit a paper for school. Buy flowers for your loved ones, especially the guys out there. And don't leave it till February 14 because all the good flowers are gone. You want to call your local florist right now and put it in order. A nice bouquet of something. Don't go roses, it's a bit cliche. Go something else. But a good florist will be able to advise, and they'll create a bouquet based on the personality of your significant other. But we bring up Valentine's Day because next week is Valentine's Day. I know my listeners and my viewers, a lot of you are alone. I know that. You know, a lot of you are alone. And it's okay to be alone. You just need your right hand. Leave me some voicemails on the Instagram at HAIYAA telling me about your Valentine's Day's disappointments. You know what happened last year on Valentine's Day, on exactly the day? Thought I was seeing a woman at the time, and I got a text from this random number, and then the text just said, "This is the woman's boyfriend. Why are you still texting her?" Yeah. So that was my Valentine's Day last year.
Wow.
Yep. It was a rough one.
Oh my god.
And I was in Malaysia at the time, so I had my sibling, my sister came over to kind of just console me a little bit. It was nice. So yeah, we all have our Valentine's Day disappointment. This year, I will spend it with my hairdresser. Not sleeping with him, just getting my hair cut. I think I should need to clarify that. I'm not dating my hairdresser. I'm just going to see him and just talk and then just have a haircut and stuff. Okay? But yeah, leave me a voicemail, Instagram DM, a voicemail DM, telling me what you did for Valentine's Day, who you spend it with, or if you're alone, tell me some horror stories,
Yeah,
you know?
I want to hear those. I want to hear the big horror stories. They're great.
Do we have any voicemails, any interesting ones for this week?
So we have a voice note here from Anne.
Hi, Uncle Roger or Nigel. I'm Annalise. I'm from Singapore, and I really like your work. I like to see you making your producer extremely uncomfortable in the corner.
Yeah.
I really like your jokes.
Thank you.
So, I really want to know if you would ever play The Sims 4
Yeah,
as
I
Uncle
have.
Roger.
As
Because
Uncle Roger.
that would be amazing, because you can do whatever in The Sims. I'm really curious. And also, keep up the good job. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll play The Sims.
Also, so she actually has gone on and made Uncle Roger on The Sims. Would you like to see?
Yeah. Oh, that's cute. She made me look way cuter than I am in real life. This is a pretty guy, you know? Wearing a tank top and stuff. Thank you very much, Annalise. I want to talk about how I like that she likes that I make you uncomfortable. You know? That's great. Is there any other podcasts that make you feel this way?
Not this uncomfortable, no.
Really? Okay.
No, they're pretty PG when it comes to the Queen being racist and stuff like that.
So boring. So boring. I'm also kind of glad you're a guy, you know.
Okay. It's good to know.
Because, I don't know, I feel like if it's a woman and that make them feel uncomfortable, it's a little...
It's a different vibe.
It's a different vibe. Imagine if you're a woman and then you go home to your significant other and then you go, my podcast host makes me feel uncomfortable. It's a very bad look on me.
And all the comments are like, oh, he makes us so uncomfortable.
Yeah. It's a very bad look.
It is.
So, what did Nigel do to you? You can tell me. You can tell me. Matilda, you can tell me. Please, do we need to talk to him? He pulls a doll up. Show me where he touched you. Show me where he touched you. Okay? How bad we talking? From Louis C.K. to Bill Cosby. What did Nigel do? Because that's where our mind jumps to, right?
That's where your mind jumps to.
Well, when a woman tells you a male someone makes you uncomfortable, and it so happens that the male pays the salary of the woman, it's a very bad look. Right? People jump to conclusions. They're not going to listen to what the woman has to say. They're going to be, no, not like sexual harassment. He just says these crazy things. You know, and people are like, no, listen. It's okay to step forward. And no, people just think she's lying to kind of protect herself. Do you know 75% of sexual assault cases go unreported? So it's okay to come out and just say it. Just say it, Matilda. Say it. So I'm glad you're a guy. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes, I know we're in different algorithmic bubbles, but I enjoy making you uncomfortable in a very platonic way. You know? So, great. You get paid for the discomfort you experience, right? I'm sure Gemma gets a kick out of this.
I think she does.
Yeah. But yes, I'm just glad you're a guy. Just glad you're a guy. Don't make women uncomfortable, guys. That's not a good look.
What a way to sign off.
You always want a woman to be comfortable at all times around you. Just keep them comfortable and keep your career. So if you work with women, keep them comfortable. Goodbye.